Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ravecal. Head back into Zelda here. Did a quick review of my first video just to remind myself where I was at since it was a week in between. I think we're going to do a little bit of overworld scavenging now that we've got the flippers and the Titan's Mitt before we dive into the last two dungeons. We still need the Cane of Samaria, which makes is required for Turtle Rock and makes Ice Palace go a lot faster. We've got Ice Rod that we still need for the boss. We have Bombos we need to get into Turtle Rock also. And we don't have Silver Arrows, which I still haven't actually done a Silverless Ganon. I could try it. So I think I know how it works, but yeah. So we're going to start off with some quick item grabs, hopefully. And we will go from there into Ice Palace and Turtle Rock. Technically, we can do Ice Palace now. I would just prefer to do the short version of Ice Palace. If possible. So we're just going to do, like I said, just some real quick side checks. I'm pretty sure I haven't done Gina. I haven't done Zora. None of the Titan Mitt blacksmith stuff. All of which are decent options, at least. Oh, I should have done this combined with... Yeah, maybe... No, I think we're good. Technically could have done this combined with Catfish, might have been more efficient, but I'd need to go into Dark World first. Which makes it slightly less efficient. When I could fly up here. Well, there's a good start. My goal is basically, if we find the stuff we're looking for, we don't need to full clear Ice Palace or Turtle Rock. We can do the shorter routes. So we got the medallion we need. That's good. That's a start. I'm still kind of worried that this is feeling like we're going to be doing... This kind of feels like we're going to end up doing... dips into... Well, I guess we would do full clear on Ice Palace before we did Mire, at least. And we did do Desert already. Swamp is also there. As an option now, we actually can full clear Swamp. And I think it's Green Pendant. Not 100% on that. But it's also a really long dungeon, so I think we're doing ice before we do that also. Okay, so we're gonna do blacksmith, chest, Agina? Maybe the, maybe Bombos while we're there. Obviously, peg game also, or peg, outside the pegs outside the blacksmith shop, and technically the well would also be doable there. So that's a lot of checks all in one area. Put our hammer dash on. One of the easiest glitches. There's like 2 spots that it's useful, so sure. Didn't wait long enough for him to trigger. There. Okay, we're gonna dive here. Get our bat cave. Again. All the blueberries. Still haven't gotten King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge. I think you can flute with this? Not sure if that's actually the fastest way, but I think it is. It's at least close. Nope, that was worthless. Now, I may have already done this check, but I'm gonna just poke my head in quick while we're here, because I feel like we're not coming back to this area again anytime soon. Yep, we did. Like I said, I did a very quick look through on my previous run, or my previous video, rather. Hard to catch everything. Hey, I have the glove. I probably didn't need to go around last time. Somebody's probably yelling at me. Probably Mike, if we're being fair. I can also do Spike Cave I mentioned. I think Spike Cave is out of the way enough that I wouldn't put that ahead of Ice Palace at this point. These checks are mostly just me being selfish about not wanting to go through full clear Ice Palace without the without the Kin of Samaria. But really, it's not that different if I'm full clearing it anyway. Yeah. We are like as far as passive stuff goes, we're in really good shape. I mean, we're also an item away from go mode. Two items away from go mode. So we're doing pretty well in general, but so I think that was the majority of the big things that I had left that are easily accessible. So with that out of the way, I think we're gonna just go in here. Probably could have gone to Sanctuary so I could have got hearts. But I've got like multiple potions and stuff floating around, so I'm not super worried. I think I've got a fairy, a red, and a blue. Magic Cape is in Ganon's Tower. Okay, good to know. Not super relevant, but slightly relevant. Ice Rod. One away from go mode. Two away from where I want to be. One of my least favorite rooms in the game. That bomb jump that I should probably learn how to do at some point. Less of a problem when we're doing full clear anyway. We don't have the big key yet. I guess we'll go this way just to get the just to get the chest here. Wow. Silvers. Actually, almost where we want to be now. If this has the, if this has Samaria in it, we're good. Shovel. Another fetch quest. Single item. We'll get that on the way back. Map. Still no big key, which we actually do need. I screwed something up. No, well, sort of. Okay, there's a big key. No, that'll work. Just do a block clip here. Last key we need. Unfortunately, I think we have to do this the vanilla way, which is awful. I don't remember, is there a key here? I feel like we need another key. No. Not sure what I'm thinking of. Whatever. So without the cane, you actually have to do this the full route. Unless you can do the bomb jump, which I don't have. Crap. I am missing a key. I thought I was missing a key. Huh. Is it in this room? Maybe you have to full clear it. I could have sworn it was in this room. No. Got that one. Oh my god. I'm so used to doing this with Kane. I'm clearly missing something. Let's do that to stop the infernal beeping. The worst part is I could have kept that key if I actually was smart. But I'm apparently not. So back to, you know, first wave Ice Palace problems. Is there another switch we can hit? I think it's just the two switches, and you basically have to have big key for that, or bomb jump for that, to go the alternate way. What am I still missing here? No. Can't be on the boss. Unless they're assuming that I can do the alternate way. I'm not sure how the logic on that works. If they make you do the bomb jump, I didn't think they would. So technically the cane could still be in here. Just gonna go a little slower and actually full clear each room here. Try and remember what I'm missing. Because if it's actually on the boss and I'm just toast, I don't think there is a way for me to do this that I can think of. Or I'm not thinking of something or forgetting one of the keys, which is definitely possible. Got that one. I've forgotten that one before. That's the other switch you can hit, but it's on this side of this, which means you have to be able to do the bomb jump, which I'm not good at. Yeah. Something like line the hat up with the line there. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know the setup for the bomb jump. I'm just trying to. I'm not sure whether this is more or less effective than just replaying the rest of the dungeon here. Seriously? So, if you've watched my original Link to the Past run on my channel, it was one of the earlier videos I did. I had a lot of trouble with this section. And I've definitely missed keys here before, but I didn't feel like I was. Like, this feels like I went the right way and did the right things, and I'm still getting hosed. Okay, I'm gonna go look for Kane. Probably a faster way, but I need a second to decompress anyway. So if the Cane of Samaria is at the boss, we're basically done. If it's possible the small key is, and that just means that the logic is requiring something that I wasn't thinking about, and I basically accidentally soft-locked myself because I don't know the right tricks. It's possible that there's another way to get there without the bomb jump, or it's assuming in the logic that you can do the bomb jump. But considering it's a no glitches category, I don't feel like that's gonna be required. And if it is, then I'm a little frustrated with the engine. Suppose I could also check pedestal. And I didn't do shovel game, but those are all out of the way for what we're doing, or for where we're at. sure we don't flood our key. You know, Misery Mire used to be my nemesis. Ice Palace has always been up there too. Ice Palace just perpetually losing keys is so easy. Missing that single item like I am. Oh, that's a nice door. Yeah. Here's the thing in general with me, and this is one of the reasons that despite liking these, like, I really enjoy watching speedruns. The speedruns I've tried, I've realized that I am not the type of person who enjoys repetitive practice. I'm not the type of person who enjoys precise setups when it comes to physical stuff. So stuff like bomb jumps, stuff like well, like speedrunning in general. Most speedruns are very dependent on precision. That was me being dumb and forgetting which ones I need to open and close. Like the Refunct speedrun I did, I was fine for a while on it, but I eventually got to the point where I was starting to just be kind of plateaued. And overcoming that plateau for me is the part that is the hardest. It's not something that I'm necessarily good at. I think with gaming in general, for me, I have always kind of been a good casual player. Like, I've played fighting games before, and I always felt like I did pretty well at fighting games, but I always did pretty well. Like, I was never the best in the group, and if I went to like a competition or something like that, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. But I was never bad at them. I could pick up most fighting games and be, you know, okay at, and do well at them. And most games in general. I mean, that's kind of the aspect of gaming that I am best at. I feel like there are some games that I am better at, just from muscle memory and stuff. But usually those are the games that I have the... Usually they either include a bit more flexibility in playstyle, or there are strategic aspects to them. If it's not a physical thing, I'm much better at it. I'm happy to crunch numbers and plan routes and all of that. Like, with Zelda, I definitely feel like I perform fairly well at this game. Both execution, when I'm actually in practice, and routing. But my usual time... But I'm still excited to get under 2 hours, and the people who are very good at it are getting, like... Can sometimes, clear it in 45 minutes. Now, I don't know what their seeds are like compared to mine in some of those cases, but... Okay, it was the small case, so it was assuming that I had the cane in, or was able to do the bomb jump. I don't like that. I mean, I suppose that means that if it doesn't require the bomb jump, that means that it would require the cane for you to have to do that. So it was actually assuming in logic that I would have the cane at that point, which I guess makes it a little better. Oh yeah, I guess we're like in go mode and stuff. Now we just get to hope that I don't get greedy and skip keys in Turtle Rock. Realistically, it means I don't have to do Mimic Cave or Laser Bridge. I think technically the other way is faster, but whatever. And we've got Turtle Rock and then Ganon. So we're actually... This is ideal. We don't have to dip Turtle Rock, which I wasn't even thinking about. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's part of... I think all of that is part of why I like RPGs, because they have the least physical acumen to them. And strategy stuff is where I generally do best. Like, it's not that I don't like platformers and games that have physical execution. And actually, it's not like I'm bad at them necessarily. It's just that I'm not... I can't ever reach the point where my fingers can do what my brain is telling them to do in terms of, like, the really expertise stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I tend to run into this with a lot of things. I mean, even with the strategy side stuff, like... like, a lot of times when I play Magic, I feel like I'm, That was me being dumb. We should go this way first, because it's faster check. I suppose we do need to check all of it in case of keys. Whatever. Yeah, like, playing Magic and stuff, I tend to be more knowledge and stuff than a really casual player, and have spent more time and put more energy into my decks than a really casual player. But tend to be more casual than a lot of the people who are who are more competitive. So it's kind of this like little crux position at like the top end of casual. That's actually really good that we just found that extra key in a chest. Because I think that... So one of those three keys, or one of those three spots is guaranteed to be a key. One of those spots is guaranteed to be a... yeah, one of those three spots is guaranteed to be a key. That's the important part. Because... Or I guess 4, because it includes this room also. No, it was one of those 3. Let's see if I guess right the first time, because I'm terrible at remembering this. Need the big key. And this could be the big key. That door's always seemed weird to me. Big key. Glad we checked. See if I can get it wrong twice. Yep. That's just how impressive I am. Don't need Mimic Cave. That's the one you can dash. I kept getting confused there. Come on, Boomerang, this is your time to shine. Also, it looks like we are going to have to do a laser bridge. Third path on the top, then hold left. Once you come around the corner. Let's see if I can do this right. Nope. Do I have a fairy? Yes. We've got gold sword and half magic, so we should still be good on... Whoa! This is... Literally... Wait, we have a key. What am I doing? Did I miss something? Or am I dumb? We'll go with dumb. Oh, there's a pot here anyway. This is a good kill at the end. Got the spin slash. It's not always one I hit. Okay, Ganon's Tower. I've always found it weird that they didn't actually put stairs under the ledge because of the way the texture packs work, or the sprites work, I'm assuming. So the spot where there's a graphic overlay, I mean, it's not perfect. It's not the big key, but that's a good start. 2 small keys. If we found the big key right away here, then we're actually in really good shape. That was a mistake. Get small keys as we go. Didn't stay on the peg well enough there. Basically, if we can skip if we can skip Ice Armos, I'll be happy, regardless of where we find the big key at this point. There's not a ton left before that? Oh, I hit the wrong side there. Oh well. No big deal. You can skip that one transition. Looks like we're doing Ice Armos. Am I missing, or am I forgetting something here? Or is it just that I need to go left side? I think I just need to go left side. Probably could have mirrored up. Give the boomerang another chance to shine. Glad I checked that room. A lot of times people skip it. It is the longest room to do. Just because I'm gonna feel like a complete idiot if I die. Just about got it. Still never quite gotten the one cycle on that. Should be good without the magic refill. I've got extra keys, so I don't actually have to do any of these sections. Thank you, Moldorm, for reminding me that I suck. Okay. I get 2. Four. 5. That was bad. 6. Let's finish this. 6 hits per phase for those first couple. I was way too aggressive there. Actually, yeah, we want to do... Come on. There we go. It was a pretty good seed. So, considering I haven't done a Zelda seed in a long time, I felt like this went pretty well. I think my time's gonna be somewhere in the like 2.5 range. I realize that is a large bracket. But especially considering that I had... Well, no, I had my intro on this one, and... I guess I had the wandering around Ice Palace for 10 minutes also. As much as I enjoy the Final Fantasy IV randomizer for what it is, I like the fact that the Zelda randomizer, there's a lot more flexibility that goes into it. There's not quite as much, I don't know, there's a lot of different ways to go about certain things, so a lot of it, the pacing feels slightly different than in FF4. I feel like FF4 randomizer, you have... I mean, I guess the end goal is kind of the same in both. I feel like there's a little less flexibility with FF4 randomizer as to where you progress and which dips you make and stuff like that. I feel like it's a little more linear. I don't know if that's actually true or if that's just a feeling. I don't know. There's something about it where, because the beginning and end of the game are so similar, maybe that's just what it is. The beginning and end of the game feel like they're very, very linear. Whereas in this, some of the beginning checks are the same and the very, very end is the same, but the middle feels like it has a lot more flexibility, I guess. And honestly, I don't need to compare them. They're both great. They are the two randomizers that I've seen. Like, I was watching somebody do a video of a Mario RPG randomizer earlier, and it was like, some of it was interesting, but some of it was like, they had items randomized, like the equipment values were all randomized, and the special moves that characters get are all randomized and stuff like that. And that always feels like it's a step too far. Like, at what point is it not the game that you were originally playing? I guess is kind of my thought. And I feel like this one and the Free Enterprise Randomizer are the two that have felt closest to the original game as you're playing them, where you need to know the original game to an extent, but you still have that reward for it. It has a more specialized knowledge. Even if you're not super familiar with the original game, if you've watched enough videos, if you've studied where the chests are and stuff, where the bosses are, you can still enjoy it. I think I had what was it? Earthbound Randomizer and Mario RPG Randomizer are both things that people had brought up, and they looked okay. Um, but again, they had features on them that were a little too random. There's a couple other of the like variant ROM hack style things that I've looked at. I want to say there was a Lufia one that actually fixed a lot of the glitches to make it play the way it actually should, but I couldn't. I never got that working. And then the other big one for like weird ROM hack things was the Seventh Saga. There's a major glitch in that makes part of the game very, very challenging. And the game in general is very challenging because of some choices they made. And apparently, this hack makes it play more like it's supposed to. Apparently, a lot of those problems weren't in the Japanese version of Seventh Saga, so yeah. It is how the game was supposed to be. It was the localization team that screwed it up, is my understanding. Okay, we're at the important stuff. Got our first sword a minute in. Pegasus boots took an hour. Flute took an hour. Mirror took half an hour. That's about what I expected. Got Master Sword really quick. And kind of staggered through there. Ganon's Tower was a slow one. Lots of save and quits. I'm going to take a wild guess and say my menu time was a little more than I'm used to. Lag time is way more than I like. $221. Yep, that was about what I expected. So yeah, especially considering my Ice Palace snafu, I feel like 221's not a bad time. Especially, this ended up being I at least went into most of the dungeons. I didn't need to in desert. Like, there was definitely some time I wasted. But overall, And yeah, I'm feeling good. I think I'm probably gonna do another FF4 run next before I do another Zelda one. Mostly because the people who are doing FF4 runs with me have been doing uh, lots of them still, and I have kind of been slacking on that. Um, and I have several other games I'm in the middle of that I should really get back to. But yeah, this was fun. This was a nice reprieve, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.